We're going to start recording. All right. So welcome again to our CFC Finish Strong event, which is only less than 15 days away, folks. Very minimal. And I think I want to thank everybody, obviously, taking in consideration everything that is going on in our world this year and the year before. I think our numbers are looking really good. Of course, we always want more and more, but don't get discouraged by that, because you guys have done a wonderful job trying to reach out to all your employees and all your, or your folks that work with you and talk to them about the program. So this is just, we're going to go over just a little bit more, just a little reminder of what else you can do possibly in the last, 10, 12 days we got left. We're going to hopefully have you guys, some of you share some of the things that you've done, because we all want to hear, and just in case, your ideas will fit our agency or our office or a military base. All right. So I'm Jose Rodriguez. I'm the Associate Director for Central Florida. So 22.
There's going around, not just the flu too.
Somebody needs to go mute.
Going around.
Stacy or Jackie, can you mute them? Somebody go mute. Stacy Marciaro, she is Miami, basically, West Palm Beach. And then Jackie, Tampa, all the way to Naples in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, okay, USVI. So we really got a nice team here. We got a lot of area to cover. And so we're just happy to be together here. So the next slide. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to download. I'm going to talk a little bit about the toolkit that we have in a second. Just go real quick through it, because some of you already probably are using it, but I just want to remind everybody where it's at. We're going to plan your, kind of talk about planning your outreach strategic the last week.
Yeah, it's not impacting the lungs.
We're going to send out event invites, talk about that. How can we do that? We're going to have an event, whether it be virtual or live. You still wait. Prepare emails in advance, provide the contact to leadership, which is really important at this point right now. We need our leadership to kind of stand up and talk about, send emails out, maybe have meetings that they have mentioned the CFC and the less push that we have, okay? And then of course that's making every moment count. And then we want to thank always at the end, especially the end of the campaign, for those of you campaign managers, key workers, loan executives, and so on. You really want to thank your team that you work with for all they're done. And we're going to have some things available to you, hopefully some, not only emails that will be templated, but also we'll have a couple of certificates here and there that we can use in order to recognize those folks that really went beyond, okay? So with that, now I'm going to stop real quick. And please, I can't see everybody. Let's see. Can I see everybody? Let's see. Can we just get everyone, 27 of them? Is that how many there are? Yeah. To kind
we're up to, Jose, we're up to 36 in the meeting.
Okay. Could you, are you able to see them so you can call their name out or their phone number? Just tell them to introduce themselves, get off mute, and introduce, because I can't see it. I mean, yeah, I cannot see everybody. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Okay. I got it. No, that's okay. I got it. Okay. So I'm going to start. Since I already introduced Jackie and Stacy, I'm going to start with Winnie. If you can unmute, please, and tell us about where you're at and what unit you represent.
Hi, I'm Winnie. I'm from Orlando, and right here is Elizabeth Cummings from Orlando also.
And what agency?
USCIS.
All right, welcome. All right, so now Brian, I'm gonna kill this. Brianna Foy, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hi, I'm Brianne Floy. I'm at the Bureau VA, and I'm in the HUD-VASH program here in social work.
Great, thank you. APP Jackson.
Hi, I'm Pat Jackson. I'm with USDA in Orlando.
Okay, USDA, I think I heard that correctly, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Connie?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Connie Lehan. I work at Kennedy Space Center over on the East Coast.
And she's our one of our loan executives.
Yes.
Jacqueline Slater Canelli.
Yes, hi, this is Jacqueline Slater Canali. I am the loan executive for Customs and Border Protection in Fort Lauderdale and Port Everglades.
And I got to add that she's done a wonderful job. I believe she's the only one for us down in the South. So thank you so much, Jackie, for helping us, Stacy, all of us.
Absolutely.
Yes,
She has been amazing, and we want to commend you for your outstanding service and assistance in the 2020 campaign.
Definitely.
well,
Tony?
you're very welcome, and I'm just happy to be a part of everything that's happened with this season, and it's been an excellent season for us all.
Thank you. Go ahead, Tony.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tony Pham. I'm a loan executive and I work at the Navy NOC TSD Orlando.
Great, thank you. LR Hudson.
Good morning. This is Glenda Hudson. Actually, good afternoon. I am one of the campaign managers for the S23 district. I'm actually with USCIS.
Great. Welcome. Richard.
Hi there, Rich Bishan. I'm an associate director here in Ohio.
Andrea Luke.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Andrea Lucas. I'm the campaign manager. I'm with the Federal Aviation Administration, and I'm out of the Miami district. Thank you.
Thank you for attending. Pico Torres.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Pico Torres. I'm with the Veterans Health Administration for Bay Pines, which covers pretty much from Bay Pines in Sarasota down to Collier County. And I am the co-chair with my partner, Christine, who's going to introduce herself later.
Great, thank you. Christy, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Christine Perello. I am the co-manager with Pico and I work at Bay Pines.
He's my boo.
Ismael Torres.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ismael Torres, and I'm the campaign manager and head of agency for the Internal Revenue Service, Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
All right, welcome. Julie Dudley.
Good morning or good afternoon now. I'm the Associate Director for Virginia VAB.
Thank you, Julie. And Christy Cano.
Hey, everybody. I am also Associate Director for the South Central Virginia and Albemarle Bay Zone with Miss Julie Dudley.
All right. Thank you, Christy, for being on. Queen, I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Quinn. I'm one of the campaign managers for Patrick Space Force Base.
Thank you. Captain Eno.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Captain John Eno from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, the campaign manager for SLD 45.
Thank you, Cap, for being on. Julius de Castro. Okay, there's someone here, CY.
That's me, Jose. Hi, everyone. This is Carmen Yepes. I'm the campaign manager for TSA Orlando.
All right, Carmen, thank you for being on. That's great. I'm gonna need you later on.
Okay.
All right, Rebecca?
Good afternoon. I'm Rebecca, and I am with the Veterans Health Administration in Orlando at the CPAC, and was one of Jose's loaned executives until recently.
All right, thank you. EGAL 60M, EGAL 60M. Okay, maybe not. Jennifer Pearson?
Hey everyone, Jennifer Pearson with the National Weather Service in the Tampa Bay area.
All right, great, thank you. Aracelis Lopez?
Hi, Happy New Year. This is Aracelis Lopez from
Happy New
Food
Year.
and Nutrition Service Caribbean Area Office in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Okay. Brianna Foy, I think I said that right? Okay, Foy. Okay, we'll see if you come back. Corinne De Pieto.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I am the campaign manager for U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Area Port of Tampa.
Great, thank you. APP Jackson. Okay, Samuel Mock. Okay, I think I got everybody. Did I miss anybody that would like to?
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to chime in for Lupe Garcia. She is the one on the Eagle email.
Okay, great, thank you.
She is U.S. Customs Border Protection out of Sanford, Orlando.
All right, fantastic, thank you. Anybody
And
else?
this is Deepika Patel from Orlando, VA.
All right. Thank you.
Hi,
for
this is
coming.
Lee Garcia from James Haley VA in Tampa, Physical Medicine and Rehab Service.
Great, thank you. Well, we got a nice turnout from everywhere. Anybody else? Okay, so let's move on then to the important things. And there's a few of you that I know already are going to be called upon because I know you guys have some really nice events and we want us to share with us a little bit of that. Okay, so let's talk about the Finish Strong Toolkit. As you all know, our website, our marketing folks have done a wonderful job over the years, and this year it just gets better every year. It's amazing. But we had all these tools that were capable of using for campaign managers, key workers, and so on, long executives, and CFC coordinators. So the Finish Strong Toolkit is right out in our website, and I am going to open it up real quick now so you guys get a view. I'm not going to cover everything because I don't, I know you guys know where it's at. So let's start with once you download the tool, okay, you have, let me see if I can put it down a little bit. I cannot. Okay, there we go. I'm hoping that everybody can see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to have a table of contacts. In this tool, all right, we have a communications page. You have the email signature badge. You have the countdown activity. There's a little activity for the last 5 days, and you can do different things every day when an email, right? And it helps you do that. You have how to, contact social media, what to use. Especially if you have like the bases and so on, you might have social media, the PAO and so on, you can contact them. And then we have banners and splash screen that you can give to your IT folks to put in your system, because when I was in the government, at least, I think still the same. Every time you open your computer up, you usually on your work computer, you're on your our website, right? For that particular agency, for that particular office. The webmaster used to call them, or the IT person should be able to place this banner splash there, so they come up every day. Every employee opens up their computer and the laptop, that it'll come up and show it, okay? And then we have some campaign materials and so on with letters you can use. If any of you have used this tool, you know that the gray box, for example, I'll do one. Oops. There we go. So let's say you get the communication. You want to know about a Finish Strong email. All right. If that's the first one, right? First of the year, or when you got 1 week left, either one. I'm just going to open one up so you can see what it looks like. All you got to do is click on there. It down slow to your cursor, and then you can open it up. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. Here's a beautiful template of what you can use. You don't have to do much. It's most likely just put your name in the bottom, and that's it. You know, or the CO or the XO, the director, or the leadership name on there, and you can send this as a motivator to all your employees to to give them some idea, and that's how we kind of, we say Finish Strong. We used to do probably once a week emails. Now what we want to do is, try to maybe this week, a couple of days, next week, every day. Okay, and you have enough emails in there to remind everybody that, what a great cause this is, and to please donate to your favorite, charity, right? So now I lost, let me see, there we go. So this is just one area, right? So you go to the next page, and it talks about countdown activity. Here's some activity if you are capable of doing that. You can do it online, you can do it in person. And when you go in each area, each grade area here, it'll tell you what to do. It'll show you how to do it. And then if you need help, you can always call us, and we'll definitely guide you through it. But it's really neat to be able to have all these little tools available to you and to use in many, many different ways. The next page talks about the banner splash and screen. All these banners, all these screens, your webmasters or your IT person can put them in your laptop, in the computer, for that particular intranet or that you have it at work. So everybody will see it when they come in the morning. Okay. So it's really nice. And hopefully they'll be able to do that for you. And then again, you got some campaign materials. I hope a lot of you are using the barometer poster. It's always motivating to see the little red line. If you have a little goal up here, you can, you can actually fill that in as you get closer to your goal. You also have the cards that we have distributed, and we can print out of the computer, which you can make like a wall of my cause, right at the entrance of your office. No names needed. All you got to do is, my cause, is homeless or whatever might be the case. And then you create a nice tree. And actually, you could have created a Christmas tree out of this, if we start a little earlier. But there's a lot of nice things you can do with it. So I just wanted you guys to know where it's located. It's in our website under campaign managers, right? And then right there, you're going to go to the toolkit area, and you'll be able to see this. And again, you got a lot of emails and so on that you can use, and don't have to create them yourself. All you got to do is just show up, right? So with that said, okay, so this is the whole thing about Finish Strong Toolkit. Any quick questions, or let's wait until we are at the end. I think better, so we can go ahead and move on in case some folks, I know your time is extremely valuable, and I want to make sure that you all, are able to listen and participate. Oops, one back, Jose. There we go. Now, plan your outreach as strategic, all right? Planning your outreach as strategic. It's kind of it's what we all did probably at the beginning. We were making plans what we're going to do every week and so on. Except now you got to say, okay, we got 12, 13 days left, or actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days left. Let's be creative. Let's do something. Let's plan our strategic. Let's have our leadership come up and maybe talk to everybody during lunch. If you have you have a closing office, not too many people, he might want to come around and talking to everybody and let them know about the program. He might want to just send emails. If you have like meetings that you have weekly at the beginning or at the end of the week, you definitely want to either bring you in as a campaign manager or him or herself talk about the last few days that we have to participate in the CFC and remind them of how they can donate, okay, and so on. So that's when we talk about plan your outreach strategic here. You just gotta sit down and think about it. What can you feasibly do? And every office is gonna be different. And hopefully we're gonna get a few ideas here from some of the larger agencies. They've done some things that are pretty cool, and like setting up a table with a key worker or a campaign manager there to a certain time in a certain area where everybody comes through, and then you're able to talk about the CFC. That's just one idea, okay? So with that said, now we get to the email communication, and I believe, Jackie, were you gonna do this one?
Yes. We're going to go back and talk about events for a minute if you want to.
Most definitely.
Or I can go ahead and touch base on this real quick. Since you were talking about email communications, I wanted to go ahead and talk to everybody about this. Jose already went to the toolkit and show you where we have all these resources for you. As you can see, we already have the communications that have been written for you. All you have to do is download them. We do recommend that you take some time this week and just, sit down and download all those emails and prepare them beforehand. And that within that strategy that you have for communications, that you plan which days you're going to be sending them. For example, you may send one today, the one for New Year, if you haven't sent it already. And so everybody, hey, it's New Year. We still have time to make a change, to make a donation. Send that email out. You can even include those splash screens and banners that we have for social media and for the countdown activity as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see the presentation too. But what we want to emphasize in this is that we have the tools for you and we want you to take advantage of them, to sit down. We don't want to give you any more work than you have to do. We have everything for you. Our marketing team has done an amazing job with this. So we just want you to go ahead and have the opportunity to send this out. There you go. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. What I do, for example, I already sent out to all of my team, my campaign managers, the first email. They can go ahead and use that for everybody else as an example of what they can do in their communications. Then on Friday, I will send out another communication. They can go ahead and use that as well and include their personal message and information too. And then every day next week, as Jose was mentioning, sending an email, a friendly reminder. So everybody, hey, the campaign, we still have a week, we still have 4 days, 3 days. As we had mentioned before in our trainings, it sometimes takes up to 6 touch points for somebody to go ahead and take action. So we would have to go ahead and keep sending those communications and messages. Most importantly, throughout this entire process, keep leadership informed and involved. Throughout the entire campaign, you have been sending them, the results for the pledge reports that we send you, keeping them informed of how the campaign is doing. But now that we're towards the end, it's important that they also have an opportunity to send out those emails and communications to help you finish strong that campaign. We also have the leadership toolkit. It is also an amazing resource. It has all the emails that leadership could be using throughout the entire campaign. So take a minute to download that, share it with them. And it will also have certificates that leadership can send afterwards, to thank everybody. Because not only is it important to send all these communications throughout the campaign and do that last push this last 2 weeks, but it's also very important to say thank you to everybody and to have your leadership support you in that process. Say thank you to your key workers, to every single one of those volunteers that helped you in the process. And say thank you to everybody for taking a few minutes to sit down and listen to you and learn more about what the CFC is. Now, before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jose so we can go back and talk a little bit more about events and give an opportunity to everyone to share.
All right, here we go. I went too quick on that slide, sorry.
That's okay.
I just passed it when I did quick. But events, this is the main thing that I want everybody to kind of, hopefully, at least a few of you to participate in, because I'm going to tell you right now, there is a real nice worksheet or Word document also in the website that talks about CFC events, more events idea, and it's got, I don't know, about 50 or so events in there. And just some of them, I'm going to mention 3. Then I'm going to go ask for volunteers because, like Jackie was saying, appreciation events are great when you're doing thanking everybody, or even in the war, like, you have to promote somebody or you have to do something like that. It's a great time to go ahead and come and bring and speak about and talk about the CFC program and let everybody know. You can take 3 or 5 minutes and you can do a lot by doing that. And having people there to be able to help those who have questions. We have auctions. A lot of our folks are doing auctions. I believe the VA, I'm going to ask them to talk a little bit about Orlando VA. This one, I think it was a very successful one, and it can be done. Auctions can be done very simple. And then she can maybe talk a little bit about it. And then, of course, there are, as I said, ceremony events, but you got all kind of, ideas here in this particular Word document that can help you if you still have time and you think you can do something. And there are all type of different ones. There are small ones, there are big ones, and so on. But I do want to, I guess, invite my VA representative from Orlando to come on and tell us a quick summary of their event they had as an auction. How did they do it? Orlando, VA Hospital, Lake Nona. Oh, did she leave us? Hey, Carmen from TSA, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you guys were doing with setting up the table and so on to be able to reach out and how much you collected actually by doing the pledge forms?
You mean Carmen with FAA? Because
no, Carmen with TSA or representative.
Okay. Okay, that's somebody else. Let me.
Hey, this is Deepika from the Orlando VA. Sorry, I was trying to find the mute button. But yeah. So for us, one of the things that we got a lot of donations from was we did a raffle. And so part of the raffle contribution, so we had each of the services within the facility and really in our whole organization contribute different raffles. And then in order to bid on the raffle, you had to pledge, and that's how you would be able to submit for the raffle. So that's kind of how we raise about, I think, 30% of the total funding, that the total donations that we received. So that was, I think, a really good way to do that. And then we had lots of email, sending out communications, just reminding folks. We had our director super involved in the process. He was even like the one that was facilitating the raffle, and we were having it kind of in all the meetings. We would have a little plug-in for CFC as well. So those are some different tactics that we were able to use in a virtual format. So we had it all, on MS Teams. We had the video on, and we made it kind of really fun. And we used to do the raffle. We used a Google. They have a random kind of number. So we had everyone have, like, whoever submitted a raffle, they would assign a number, and that number would then pop up on the Google randomizer, and that's how we were able to do that. So we had a lot of good input from that.
Great. Well, thank you so much. And again, if anybody after this will be interested in doing some of these ideas, just let me know, any of the associate directors, and we can get the information, the email for them, so you guys can go ahead and communicate. So I know everybody, doesn't do that. Anybody else out there that has some real successful event that would like to share with us, please? From Puerto Rico, from Miami area, Tampa. Don't be shy now. Oh boy. Okay, so nobody did a successful. I find it hard to believe. Let me see. I know that Hey, Carmen Pabon from FAA, did you guys do any, I know you guys been mostly out, so I'm wondering if you did anything online.
No, I have not. I'm sorry, I'm congested. I'm not feeling well.
No, no problem. Thank you. I was curious to know because I know most of the workers are still teleworking, most likely.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Anybody else would like to share anything from the military base, either Captain Eno or someone else?
Hey, this is Captain Eno. One of the events we did before Thanksgiving was an in-person, essentially charity fair. We had 5 charities from the local area. The reps came out and kind of set up booths in our auditorium, and we invited personnel to come hear them speak for a little bit and kind of gave an overview of the CFC. It was a good turnout. There was limitations on how many people could show up because of COVID, but we also had a Zoom set up that went out to the base, and it was a good activity.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, and I was actually present at that, and it was really nice. We also did one at Cape Canaveral with NOTU, which is a naval office there, and they did it during their promotion. They had 2 people that were one was getting promoted, the other was getting an award for things they done, and we had everybody out there in formation, civil personnel and military, and we have 4, I believe it was 4 or 5 charities there. It was done in the pavilion outdoors, and it worked out really nice because we had about 100 people there that were able to, I was able to speak and so on, and the campaign manager too. So that's some ideas, they're really, easy to do, especially if you have the power to get people together and say, okay, we're going to have a formation, we're going to have a meeting to kind of discuss, not only about this, but we also want to discuss about any changes or anything at your work and so on. So take advantage of all those events that are taking place. It may not be about CFC, but you can definitely make it about CFC. That's all I have. Jackie, if you want to go ahead and move it on to Stace.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for sharing. Also this last week, even though we only have a week and a half left, if you have any meetings throughout the week, ask leadership if you could have maybe 5-10 minutes to go ahead and speak again about the CFC, tell everyone that they still have an opportunity to participate, be change makers, be the face of change. So it's great that all of you are doing amazing things. I mean, we understand that some of you are not in person, but still you find a way to share the message. So thank you so much for that. As we said before, it's important to always say thank you to everyone. And to talk a little bit more about this, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Stacy.
Good afternoon, all. Again, my name is Stacy Marziato, and I am the Associate Director for the Greater Miami area. My colleagues and I would like to thank each and every one of you who chose to be the face of change to the 2021 combined federal campaign. Your generosity will have a lasting impact in our community, nation, and world. On a personal note, it was such a pleasure meeting and working alongside each and every one of you throughout the campaign. It was such an honor and a privilege. I would like to start this portion of the event to mention how important it is to thank all the participants and your team. As part of our campaign resources, we have a thank you toolkit. We recommend you download it and use it right after the campaign is over. Download it, customize it, and distribute the thank you messaging via email or other communication outlets. Use the email templates to send a communication thanking everyone in your agency for participating in the campaign. In my particular region, Region 3, I have already sent out some email communications that we can send them out to you if you'd like that. Just put your email in the chat and we can send you them out, but you can find them on the website as well. There is also an email template for leadership in the thank you toolkit. Toolkit is amazing, so please look at it. We encourage you to please use the CFC images on social media. There's animation, short form messaging on social media. or use the CFC images for your agency's internal channels to thank your colleagues for being the face of change through the 2021 Combined Federal Campaign. Incorporate the thank you banner. There's a really lovely banner and other images on your internal channels, electronic displays in your building, or agency-wide email messages, or print and post them on bulletin boards or high traffic areas. We know that there is a lot at home, but we encourage you to use those on the emails if you don't have the ability to post on high traffic areas. Please think about including your final results in your thank you communications. Our team is very diligent about sending weekly communications about results. We're always giving pledge reports to keep you all posted. And we encourage you to please attach a thank you card and/or certificate. There's one particular award that I'd like to speak about, and that is the CFC Champion Award. And that is in recognition for outstanding support of the 2021 Combined Federal Campaign. Thank you for being a CFC change maker for charitable causes like finding cures for diseases, supporting military families, promoting equality, and making a positive difference in the world. You really have done that by your role as being a campaign manager. You have positively impacted more people than you can imagine. All of this information and resources is located in the Thank You Toolkit. And thank you for all that you have done and continue to do. Please stay with us to the end of this. There's still more donations to be given, and for those people in need. There are so many people in need at this time. So let's not, we've come so far. So it's just a few more, 10 days. So we have to the 15th. Because of your generosity and willingness to be a part of the 2021 campaign, you have made a change in the life of those that you may never, ever know. Thank you for being the face of change. I will now turn it back over to Jackie to close out this event. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you so much, Stacy, for covering that. As Stacy was saying, in the Thank You Toolkit, we also have these different posters that you can download and include as part of your communications. I think they're great. I mean, if we're sending 5 different emails next week, you don't just want to send the email. You can also include all of this as part of your communications. So that way it's a little bit different and not just the same email every day throughout the week. You can also, as Jose was mentioning, you can send it to IT and they can share it on your intranet, on different screens that you have around the office, so that everybody can see them as well throughout the week, especially next week, that we want everybody to see CFC every single day. Now, before we finish today, we wanted to give an opportunity if anybody else has any other questions that you would like to ask us at this time. Please feel free to do so.
Any other ideas that for events that you might have thought about it while we were talking, you'd like to share with us that might have worked for you? Okay, I think we are ready to go and do some more recruiting, I guess. And do some more I tell you, you have no idea how many wonderful comments we get from charities all around Central Florida and so on, and those who are we in contact with, obviously, how thankful they are, especially in today's situation. So don't think that every dollar counts. And that's what I get. I hear that all the time from them. Jose, they don't have to do 50, they don't have to just do $1 at payday, $26 or $24 a year. I mean, it is really that little bit helps tremendously. So make sure you let your folks know that at your workplace, because I know sometimes they feel like they don't have enough to donate, so they don't donate. But it's not true. They can, and they can do a one-time with their credit card, $5, $10, I think is for the credit card, or $5 from their personal account and so on. But there's so many ways, and also volunteerism. Do not forget that, please. We volunteer. It's this wonderful program, and they can use that as part of their donation.
Yes, well, we want to thank everybody again for your time today. We also want to thank you for everything that you have been doing throughout this entire campaign season. We are not only thankful, but also, as Stacey was mentioning, it's been an honor to work alongside each and every one of you. Feel free to reach out to us throughout this entire week. We will be sending a lot of communications to you.
Yep.
So feel free to use them within your teams, and thank your key workers too. Your key workers are doing an outstanding job, and we can see that on our pledge reports every single week. Many of you have reached your goals. Many of you are still working towards it. We appreciate it. And as Jose said, every single dollar counts, and you make a very, very valuable change in everybody's lives. Those charities appreciate everything that you do, and we do so as well. So I want to wish you a great day, an amazing week that we have left, and wishing you the best campaign yet. Happy campaigning, everybody.
Happy campaigning.
Take care, everybody.